Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm gonna show you how you can restore your data or prevent your data from being deleted and lost whenever your operating system is inaccessible and you're about to install it again. Format your system partition. Whenever it is like that, this is the video that is gonna help you extract the data that you want to keep, and later you can format your system yourself without any problem. Okay, so in my case I'm using Windows 7. In your case you can use almost any any version of Windows, and the requirements for this thing is bootable Linux media, and it is better to be Linux Mint or Ubuntu Linux. Why? Because I believe those two distributions contain in their official live media, they contain gparted, which is a graphical tool that we're gonna use in this tutorial. So after you prepare your live media, you boot to it. I'm gonna do it now. So I'm gonna choose Linux Mint. In my case the version is 21. In your case it's fine if it's different, as long as it has gparted. You don't necessarily need to have Linux Mint, you can have any other thing. Alright, you can see that my system works. For your case, if your system doesn't work, it's fine. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it doesn't need to be working, and you don't do like exactly the same like this. Okay, so I'm gonna restart my system. In your case, you start your system, you start it now, and you go to your boot menu. You go to your boot menu. How? You can check depending on your manufacturer. You go to your boot menu and you choose the media of your Linux bootable media that you put. If it's a CD, you choose CD-ROM. Like my case here, you can see that I have CD-ROM. If it's USB, here it doesn't appear, you will have USB from your boot menu. You choose it. I'm choosing it already, and you boot into it. Okay, you wait for it to boot. Alright, depending on your Linux media, whether it is Ubuntu or Mint, these are at least the distributions that I know that they have gparted. If you have another distribution, like, I don't know, I'm not sure if this one, for example, which is Manjaro, I'm not sure if it has gparted. If it has it, just use it. All you have to do is to have gparted, okay? If gparted itself, if you want to use gparted bootable media, because there is a CD for it, you can use it, which is Debian itself. It's Debian with gparted. So once you open it, you don't need to install it. You just open the live media like this, the live CD. Okay, let me maximize, let me make it full screen for you. Switch, okay. And then you go to it. It's supposed to be in administration, gparted. Okay, what will you do next? You're gonna see your hard drive with the partitions. It's supposed to have one partition, or even if it has two, you can skip this. So what should you do next? You right click and then select resize or move. You resize it as much as you need. If you need 20 gigabytes of empty space, you make 20 gigabytes. If you need 30 gigabytes, you make 30 gigabytes, depending on your data that you're gonna put in that partition to keep safe later, okay? So in my case, I'm just gonna select 26 gigabytes. It's just for demonstration. Resize, and for this one, select new after you right click, and then the file system, make sure it's NTFS, because we are using Windows, as I said. This is Linux, but we are just using it for resizing and making new partitions, okay? Odd. And then after you do these two things, you just click this icon right here. It should look a little different if you're using Ubuntu GNOME. Okay, you wait, sometimes it's not gonna take so long. I'm gonna pause and then we'll be back once the process is done. Alright, so the process for me is done, the resizing and making the new partition and everything. Make sure it's the same as I said, except for the size, make sure it matches with your needs. And then you close this window and close this window as well. You go to computer or the file explorer. You have two hard disks already or two partitions, as you can see. You mount both of them by double clicking them. This one is empty. This one has the files. And then all you have to do now is, for example, you want this folder. You can take all of the folder, copy. If you put all your files in the desktop, in the documents, in the music folder, in the video folder, you have them by default on any Windows installation. You copy this full folder and you come to the new partition and paste it there, okay? And then what's left after you put all your data in the new partition that you have already made, you keep in mind how big is that partition, and whenever you are about to install the system again, you don't format that partition. Otherwise, all we have done here, or what we have done here is useless, okay? You're gonna lose all your data. I guess that's it. That's how you can save your data from being deleted. Let's check if yeah, it has only 20 kilobytes. Is that the same size? Let's check here. Oh, okay. So this one, I guess, is the one that we need. Some of the, if it did not copy the way I told you, just take the user itself, copy and then paste, because I have like many files already. Sometimes it doesn't want to copy. This, I guess, is just a shortcut. That's why it did not copy fully. I don't know if my guess is right. So you copy all your files that you don't want to lose to the new partition that you made. It doesn't need to be the second partition. Doesn't need to be. You can have 2 or 3 or 4, depending on your needs. Like a partition is for the installation files of the applications that you want to install on your system. Another partition is for the audio files. Another partition is for the designs if you're a designer. Another partition is for another thing, and so on. If you have data that is in your system partition and you don't want to lose, you just make an extra partition the way I showed you, and you copy or move your data to it, and then you format your partition of the system and install your system. Make sure, as I said to you, not to format the partition that you made, otherwise you will lose your data anyway. And how do you know such thing? It's by remembering the size of the partition. In my case, for example, here it's 28 gigabytes, right? For you, because during the installation you're not gonna see C, D, E, F, the letters of the drives, you're gonna see only the size. So you just keep the one that you know that the size matches with the size of the partition that you made the way I showed you, okay? I'm not gonna show you the installation actually, but you're gonna see it, or you're gonna guess it already. It's not hard to know, okay? I hope it's clear. Here I'm copying, nothing else left. I mean, the demonstration is almost, or I have nothing else to add here. I hope it's clear. Thanks for watching and see you.